Hi friends, it is Samantha Jean and I'm here wishing you a very happy Pride. Today's Lexington Pride Fest and I'm going to be heading down to the festival pretty soon. And I wanted to take a moment to just share my opinions on some things, speaking to the LGBTQ community, but also the straight or cisgender community, and trying to encourage people to find balance with how they celebrate today. So not that I think that this is very important, but I identify as a straight person, and I just want to be clear about that, because I want to make a statement for heterosexual people that to remember that Pride is not about you. This is not a festival that is for you or about you. This space is not for you. But I want to talk about the importance of allies and supporting people in their community, and what that means as a person who's not necessarily a part of that community, but just an ally, and kind of good and bad ways to go about your behaving. So, if you don't know, Pride festivals actually stem from the Stonewall riots. They were initiated by Black trans women. So not only were they a part of the LGBT community, they were minorities and they were women. Sometimes, gay pride is stereotyped as this space for white gay males. And I just want to point out that was not that's not how the event started. And if you're interested in learning more about that, you should totally Google it and educate yourself. And remember that it's not anybody else's job to educate you about those things. This is the first year that I've taken it upon myself to learn where Pride Fest actually stems from. And so, it's like not judging the evolution of an event or where it is now, but I think that it is important to understand where historical events come from and the original significance that they held, so that we can just, have a better understanding of those cultural events. So I think that Pride has evolved in so many wonderful and beautiful ways. And it actually, when it started out as this riot, fighting police, it's now a much more inclusive, safe event where people of all walks of life are really able to come and express themselves. And so, and I'm really grateful for that evolution, because I do feel like I'm allowed to attend that space and express myself. And I want to share my gratitude for a space that I feel like is safe and inclusive, and is a space for me to express myself, where I don't always feel safe doing that in normal society. So again, I want to say, the focus is not on me or my community, but just from an individual point of view, I have struggled my entire life with people seriously policing my outward expression, my sexuality, and just my physical appearance as a thin, pretty white girl that people probably don't want to hear this or don't have any sympathy for that situation. I don't want sympathy, but what I do want is to just speak my truth, and be given space to be able to express my truth. So my body has been policed, criticized, openly objectified, had situations brought up in front of groups of people where what I'm wearing or how my hair looks, has been openly criticized since I was a young child, since I was, 11 years old, I was experiencing, being sexualized by men. And not having any way to kind of defend myself against that or really understanding what was happening. So when things like that happen from such a young age, you become so socialized, and that behavior becomes normal. So when I was 23 or something, I was so tired of feeling like I was being constantly sexualized, and only valued for my physical appearance. And I was getting really depressed, feeling like my relationships were not, sincere or genuine, feeling like, people did not value me except for the way that I looked. And so I rebelled against that. And one of the things I really did was I stopped brushing my hair. I actually stopped completely grooming my hair entirely. Stopped shaving. My hair grew, down to my ass. If you remember me, I had this giant weave, bouffant on top of my head, and hairy ass legs. And part of that was wanting to feel like maybe for a moment that I would not be sexualized, or that I was trying to take myself out of the equation of just I wanted people to leave me alone. And that completely backfired. I got so much more attention than I ever wanted. I, could not go anywhere without somebody commenting on, my hairy legs, or my hair started to be this thing that everybody wanted to come up and touch it and ask me if it was real. I had a person once, at a party, try and rip my hair off because they thought that it was fake and were, trying to out me, or rip my weave off my head or whatever. It was just the more that I tried to separate myself, from that kind of behavior, it just gravitated to me so much more. And so, people in my family would ask me what are you doing? Why are you doing that? Why do you have hairy legs? And my response is I'm not doing anything. I am just a normal human being. I just want to wake up every day and be myself. And I'm a grown woman. My body grows hair. Thank you very much. I am experiencing myself as a full-grown woman, which most of the women in our society, perhaps in our world, have never done that, either for their own choices or most likely because of the societal implications that have forced them to remain in this adolescent, prepubescent body that does not grow hair. Women's bodies grow hair just as much as men's do. You just might not never have known that if you've been shaving your legs since you were 9 years old. And I still get nervous because I feel like people are always, ready to fight me, I'm making some huge statement. And I'm really nervous about it because I know that I cannot walk into a space and just be invisible. That's not my life. No matter where I go or what I do, somebody is going to make a comment on my appearance. And that's my lived reality. So I'm trying to be graceful and be brave and be confident and love myself and try and be sexy and show off my hairy legs at the same time, while also remembering that this event is not about me. I am going to Pride as an ally to be supportive of the community that it was intended for, but I am grateful to be included in that space because it is a space where I feel safe and where I hope that I can maybe avoid some amount of sexuality, or that whatever it is about me is just going to be, assumed or whatever, and that I will just be allowed to be myself. So I'm grateful for that space, and I hope that everybody can just be there together, be inclusive, live and let live, and just show their beautiful colors, because it's all the colors together that make the rainbow so beautiful. So thank you for listening. If you have any personal issues with your own experience or how you experience pride, you can leave that in the comments. But otherwise, I just hope that everybody has a great and beautiful day. Thank you for watching.